The big story, as we promised, is OBC quota being misused by some states to appease a particular vote bank. A survey conducted by the National Commission for Backward Classes seems to suggest so, pointing out discrepancies in granting OBC status to communities under the state list. Now, NCBC chairperson Hansraj Ahir said that of the 179 OBC groups in West Bengal, 118 belong to the Muslim community, which is roughly 66%. Appallingly, the list also includes Rohingyas and some who had sought refuge from neighboring Bangladesh.
179 जातियां जो हैं वहाँ पे ओबीसी में आती है और उसमें से करीब 118 जातियां मुस्लिम ओबीसी है और बची जातियां हिंदू ओबीसी है। ये तो बड़ा अजीब लगा हम लोगों को, ये कहाँ से आ गई इतनी जातियां। हम मुस्लिम आरक्षण के खिलाफ में नहीं बोलना चाहता हूँ। मैं ओबीसी कमीशन का चेयरमैन होने के नाते मुस्लिम जातियों को भी आरक्षण मिलता है, नहीं मिलता ऐसा नहीं, लेकिन हिंदू ओबीसी से बढ़ के मुस्लिम ओबीसी कहाँ से आए? झुकता हुआ माप जो झुकाव जो दिया है ए में, तो उस वजह से क्या हुआ है कि अभी पुलिस भर्ती हुई, शिक्षक भर्ती हो रही है, तो उसमें अधिक नुकसान जो असल में ओबीसी नहीं है। कई हमने देखा वहाँ हम शिकायत ऐसी मिली है कि उसमें से कई लोग ऐसे हैं कि बांग्लादेश से आए हुए हैं, कई लोग म्यांमार से रोहिंग्या भी उसमें घुस गए ओबीसी में, और असली ओबीसी का हिस्सा छीनकर बंगाल सरकार के द्वारा वहाँ पर खिलवाड़ हुई है, ये हमने सामने देखा है।
These anomalies surfaced after field surveys conducted between the months of February and May this year itself. The Backward Classes panel had also found discrepancies in implementation of the reservation policy in 3 other opposition rule states, namely Bihar, Punjab and Rajasthan. The BJP is promptly citing this data to allege blatant violation of norms to appease the Muslim community. The Congress, on the other hand, has questioned the credibility of the survey as well as the panel.
जहां-जहां कांग्रेस और उनके तथाकथित सहयोगियों की सरकारें हैं, वहां ओबीसी समाज के साथ जो भेदभावपूर्ण नीति अपनाई जा रही है वो काफी दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है। पश्चिम बंगाल की सरकार ओबीसी समाज के आरक्षण को मुस्लिम समाज के आरक्षण में परिवर्तित करने जा रही है। पश्चिम बंगाल में 2011 से पहले मुस्लिमों के 108 वर्ग थे, जो ममता बनर्जी जी की सरकार आने के बाद बढ़कर 179 हो गए।
I completely disagree, and this is the very biased report. I don't agree that the commission is really acting impartially. It's a very partial. Now in the wake of the elections they are doing like that. And so far as Rajasthan is concerned, that is absolutely lie. I don't know what are the sources of a report. I challenge this report that this report is not correct report.
On that note, let's quickly open this up. Several questions being asked of the West Bengal government, including the several other opposition ruled states wherein these discrepancies have come to light. Priyanka Tebrewal, spokesperson of the BJP and lawyer, with us this evening. We also have author and columnist Jaideep Mazumdar, political analyst Shubhankar Bhattacharya and Sanjay Sarkar, who completes the panel. My first question, though, is to Mr. Shubhankar Bhattacharya, because these questions are being asked to the West Bengal government. If there are 179 OBC groups, of them 118 belong to the Muslim community, Muslim groups. What explains this? Because the NCBC has found that there are more Muslim OBC castes in the state compared to Hindus, when the population of the Hindus are more.
Well, there can be two things. I guess already, the NCBC report is completely questionable right at the moment. So I don't know what are the facts and figures and where the sources have actually come from. But still, let me believe that even if if it is factual, then also the condition of Bengal, if you take the entire population, the entire situation is very different when it comes to Bengal. The basic thing is that, see, if you see certain parts, the Muslim, I think the density has been more. So that way, the population of Bengal has been coldly divided. In Hindus, we have a fairly amount of the upper caste as well. So it depends on basically how the complete population has been taken into account. So if there has been a proportion of Muslims, OBCs falling into that, so that they have to be given.
And why do you think we're picking up this kind of data only under the leadership of Mamata Banerjee? Sanjay Sarkar, would you want to come in? Why is this only happening under Mamata Banerjee's watch ever since 2011? And to really help you, answer that, I want to put out data as well. Before 2011, the total number of OBC groups in the state of West Bengal were 108. Cut to, present day, wherein this survey is being done. This happened this year itself. After 2011, it stands at 179. Before 2011, the number of Muslim groups part of this 108 were 53, and they're 118 as we speak. How is this happening only under Mamata Banerjee's watch?
This is Bengal government's work.
That's wrong.
To equal rights to all of the caste. Okay, this is for the Mamata Banerjee Didi working behind caste. They are very backwardly caste. Okay, they are very backwardly class. And another thing that the Muslim community is the Ansari also the OBC community. Also the OBC community. And somebody told me that
No, my question is only, Mr. Sarkar, even if you're saying that these are people from the Muslim community, from very backward classes, how is it that we're seeing this kind of a jump in the figures, and we're putting out that data as well as we speak for the benefit of our viewers? How is it jumped so drastically under Mamata Banerjee's watch since 2011 when she took over as the Chief Minister for the first time?
This is not the question of the Hindu and Muslim. This is question of the OBC.
Sir, this is being made an issue of Hindu-Muslim because the BJP has come out to say, and Ms. Tibrewal can perhaps come in on the same. They're saying this is clearly reeking of appeasement politics.
Exactly.
To please a particular vote bank. Ms. Tibrewal, are you justified by the explanation and the defense that's coming in for Mamata Banerjee's government?
I would say it is the other way around. Irrefutable evidences against the Mamata government, as they are famous for, supporting the politics of appeasement. They have always done things to please a particular community here in West Bengal, and that has been visible on a number of occasions. Now, this government is so arbitrary and whimsical in nature. That has also been visible on many occasions. We have seen that.
So, let me ask you, where does the question of Hindu and Muslim come around?
Sarkar, can you please keep
where
quiet?
does the question of Hindu and Muslim come around? If you're talking about OBC, it should be about OBC only.
You will have to intervene. You are the anchor. You will have to ask.
Sir, Mr. Bhattacharya, I'll give you time to respond. Please let her make her point. Let her make her point. I'll come back to you, sir. Let's not do this. Let's please go ahead with this debate in a civil manner. Ms. Tibrewal, go ahead.
How visible their violence is. See, they are resorting to this kind of appeasement in West Bengal, which is very visible. Now, Mr. Sarkar was talking about some density of Hindus and density of Muslims. Let me tell him that demographics of a place cannot change the data in totality. Now, what stands today in front of us is 179 OBC, which you have already matched according to the graph which you had shown. It is very, very visible, ma'am, that Mamata Banerjee government supports Rohingyas. She supports people who came from Myanmar.
Supporting Rohingya. Okay, you are the supporting Rohingya. You are not the border Malik. Okay, you are not the border owner.
These people are only targeting Muslims as their vote bank because they know that no other community.
Mr. Sarkar, there's no point speaking over her because the viewer is not going to be able to understand your argument. The pointed question that the BJP is asking is, the BJP is saying, hold on everybody, Ms. Tibrewal, Mr. Sarkar, there is no point all speaking over each other. What Ms. Tibrewal is saying, that it all makes sense to the BJP today because there are several such instances in the past wherein Mamata Banerjee's clear inclination towards appeasing a particular vote bank has come to light, and she's also citing incidents of violence with regards to the Ram Navami procession and how Mamata Banerjee was very clear in chastising Hindus entering in that particular region while the procession was underway. So the BJP is adding 2+2. That's what the BJP is doing. Mr. Jaideep Majumdar, how do you read into this? Because, you know, here's a question that is being asked to Mamata Banerjee's government with the NCBC data. This is not the BJP's data. They're saying you're depriving the rest in doing so.
See, the NCBC data cannot be challenged. It is very simple. The communities or the groups in the OBC list are listed, and of them, of 179, 118 odd groups are Muslim groups. That cannot be challenged. It is there in black and white. No point debating about that. What cannot also be debated on is the appeasement policy. Mamata Banerjee herself is on record saying that the Muslim community are milch cows who give milk, and so she can withstand 1 or 2 kicks from them. She's on record having said that. Let's not debate on that. It's black and white. Number 3 is, look at the diabolic plan of Mamata Banerjee. OBC has 2 categories, category A and category B. Category A has more reservations, more benefits. Here, more than 90% of the groups in category A, which is 81 groups are listed in category A. Of them, 73 groups are Muslim groups, only 8 are Hindus. Category B doesn't have that much of reservation or benefits. There are 45 Muslims and 53 Hindu groups. Okay, so one can see that the intent is clear. She wants to give undue benefits, disproportionate amount of benefits to the Muslim community. I'll come to 2 more things that our other panelists have said. There are Muslim majority areas, densely populated Muslim majority areas in Bengal. That is very true. But if they care to go back to statistics, to the past censuses, you will clearly see that these so-called Muslim majority areas which exist now, they were not Muslim, the overwhelmingly Muslim majority areas in 1947, in 1951, in 61, etc. They have become Muslim majority areas now. We know why. There is no point saying, oh, BSF is guarding the borders and why can't they stop Bangladeshi Muslims from coming in. The 5th point here, which another panelist said, that they are the Muslims, they deserve reservation because they are desperately backward. Of course they are. They are Rohingyas and illegal immigrants from Bangladesh. How can they not be poor and backward? They are poor and backward.
Mr. Sarkar, what explains this? Category A entitled to greater benefits has 90% communities as Muslims. Category B, relatively fewer benefits, 53 Hindu communities, 45 Muslim communities. What explains this? You also have Mr. Majumdar clearly established that these pockets that you're talking about, which are heavily Muslim-dominated pockets, were not quite so earlier. Why is this being allowed? Mr. Sarkar.
Firstly, I'm opposed this Tekriol matters. Yes, she told me that the Rohingya enters in the country. We are not the responsibility in the border. Border is the responsibility of the BSF. BSF under the Home Minister. Okay, this is state law and order also the state part of state. And another thing is the totally responsibility Home Minister, and is directly he is the enter of the Rohingya. Directly. I mean, at 53 and 45, as this is the ratio. This calling the right now. How many OBC in staying in state also, and all over India also. Okay, which told that is very fact.
You know, the problem is, Mr. Sarkar, the problem is, you know, by these findings coming out and this data that's now available for all of us to see, more ammunition is only being given to the BJP to raise the questions they've been raising for the longest time. Mr. Bhattacharya, the BJP has been maintaining very clearly that the Mamata Banerjee government is trying to pursue appeasement politics. They're endangering national security by allowing illegal immigrants into the state for vote bank politics. If we add this particular allegation and compare it to the data that we're putting out on our screens, how can there be any denial then?
See, the question is not about the deniability. The basic question is, see, the timing of the entire thing. Is it so that the entire reservation has come up yesterday only? No, it was there since past quite some time. Why the question rakes up only at the time of election? Have you thought about it? All the alertness and everything comes up out there.
Okay.
Now, let me talk about the numbers.
No,
if you
the
are
fact
charging,
remains,
say,
the fact remains the only problem is in all of this, and if this data is to be believed and if we go by this data, it completely means that you're depriving the real beneficiaries, the actual beneficiaries, and reeks of social injustice. That's the problem here. Remains to be seen what the course of the investigation is going to reveal. Gentlemen and Ms. Tebriwal, thank you for joining us this evening.